Get ready to laugh out loud and maybe even learn something new. In this video, we'll witness the perfect blend of overconfidence and the harsh reality that follows. Some people believe that a little muscle or courage is all they need to face off with a professional fighter. However, they quickly realize the huge mistake they've made. This person was brave enough to walk into a gym and challenge a professional MMA fighter named Chris Curtis. Unfortunately for this foolish street fighter, his expectations were far from reality. What's even more surprising is that the street fighter didn't accept his defeat and instead challenged Curtis to a debate. A similar fate was nearly experienced by the person in the following video. Apparently, he's a bully who traveled nearly an hour to challenge a boxing coach at his gym. The street fighter claimed to have been involved in many street fights. However, what happened in the arena didn't reflect that at all. He was knocked down with ease from a punch that wasn't even that hard.
He walked in here. They want to fight. Let's go. Great.
This man confidently sent a message to a professional boxer, threatening to beat him to a pulp. He might have thought it was just a joke, but it turns out the boxer took his challenge seriously.
That's it. No, all right.
Sean Strickland is known as one of the most outspoken fighters in MMA. And of course, many people on the internet can't stand his way of speaking. But there's one big difference between talking behind a keyboard and facing a UFC fighter in real life. And someone had to learn that lesson the hard way.
There you go.
Oh.
Now let's switch to someone who arrogantly challenged a professional MMA fighter to a duel in a parking lot. The result, of course, turned out just as we all expected. The arrogant bald guy was knocked out with just 2 strikes. A similar story comes from someone who claimed to be an amateur MMA fighter. He went to a karate dojo and challenged a Kyokushin master. In terms of physique, the amateur fighter did seem to have the upper hand, but it looks like he spent most of his time building muscles rather than learning how to face a master. Then there's someone who wasn't very well trained for fighting, but boldly challenged a professional MMA fighter. Although untrained, it must be acknowledged that he had a strong physique. Just look, after being thrown down and beaten senseless, the bald man was able to hold his own and even turn the tables, giving the MMA fighter a bit of trouble. Next, there's a man who claimed to be a Sanda master. He confidently challenged a boxer in the ring. He probably thought his traditional techniques could overcome the power and precision of boxing punches. But what happened was completely unexpected.
单护腿啊！好，董健开始踢，喊的时候踢停就行啊！好，10到15。
And finally, we have Charlie Zelenov, who is better known as a YouTuber than a fighter. But foolishly, he boldly challenged Deontay Wilder. It's important to note that Deontay Wilder is an undefeated world champion boxer. The man from Alabama held the World Boxing Council heavyweight title from 2015 to 2020. Meanwhile, Charlie is just an online troll whose life is full of nonsense.
I'm before the sit-down country boy. You want to fight me? I'm on probation. I can't go to Alabama to whoop your ass right now. Therefore, you come in LA, I'm the fucking champ. You come here.
So it seems we know what's going to happen next. Yep. Zelenov got exactly what he deserved for the things that came out of his big mouth. He was brutally knocked out by a left hook that left him terrified like a little child. The saying, "don't fall into the same hole twice," doesn't seem to apply to Charlie Zelenov. In addition to being humiliated by Wilder, he also once challenged boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Sr. And of course, Zelenov, who was outclassed, was cornered and forced out of the ring. But when Mayweather turned around, Zelenov suddenly rushed back into the ring and struck the former world champion. As a result, chaos broke out when a spectator also entered the ring and gave Zelenov a punch for his rude behavior. Fortunately, Zelenov was able to leave safely.
Get back up. Get back up. Finish around. This ain't no game.